Hey guys, so I had a bit of a request slash question. I thought I had a tutorial on it. Apparently I don't, so I'm going to make one. For those who don't like to sit through my videos, the actual, oh, lovely little typo there. Um, the steps are right here. We're going to follow these steps, so if you don't want to follow along, well, there you go. You can pause the video, write this information down, move on in life. And that'll be that. Or you can watch me do it and get a visual. So basically, what you want to do, we're going to type our word, which is Bigfoot. I'm not going to use this font. As you can see, I'm going to use that font, but you can use any font you want. That, trial and error. You want to line up with the pattern itself. If you don't know how to import Steve Good patterns, I have a video on that. You can check that one out. Stretch this out so that it's scaled. To do so, you hold down Control, grab the little left and right arrow here, and just pull it with your left mouse button, and that will scale this up and out. So now we have the size. So I'm going to delete this because now you're all caught up to where I am here. All right, so now we have our size, as you can see. All right, technically I can actually move, let's see. I can move this in a little more. There we go. And then over. All right, so now we have our font size. So we're going to go up here to Path, Object to Path. If you didn't see that, it's right here. That now makes this into a path. Right click, go to Ungroup. You'll see now everything is an individual letter. We can actually remove any one of these, which if you wanted to use like hearts or any images for like the O's, you can do that now because you can remove these. You can literally just go bloop, oh, that O is gone, put in a heart, put in something. And, in his case, he used a little custom heart that he made. So now we have our letters. We're going to select all the little letters here. We're going to go to Path, Combine. Now they're all combined, we can go to Path, Path Effects. Now we have a little blank screen here, so we want to go to the plus. Hit the plus. You'll get a list of a bunch of stuffs here. What we want is envelope deformation. So you're going to click on that, and we'll get it here, and you'll see a little options here. So as long as your text is selected, you'll be able to click on the top bend path, which is what we want, and it will add this little node bar. I don't know how else to explain it. Now, the only reason I'm leaving this here is so I can get a rough estimate of the arch that's here. I don't need to mimic this perfectly because this is your own. You can do this any way you want. This also works by other, for other things. So anywho, find the center. You want to be on your node editor, which is this one right here. Roughly find the center of this bar. Left click it and just drag up. And now you have Bigfoot written across. Now, of course, before you do this, you want to format your text. You want to try and do your spacing and all that jazz. So I don't know why it defaults to the weirdest fonts. I really don't. So like with this, you can go to your text tool, and then up here you'll have your spacings, your different gaps between the letters, so you don't end up with this giant gap here. You can actually move these closer together. But anyway, so this basically gives you that. Now, if you want to fine tune this, you can kind of come in. Oop, where is it? There it is. Oh, why? Oh, because I'm not. Oh, I forgot. You need to select the top tool here, and then it'll reappear again, and then you can kind of adjust this down if you don't like it. It's too big, too high. And then you can bring this up to touch the bar. You can scale this down to make it fit better. All right, so now that we have that, well, how do we get it to be a pattern similar to this? Well, now we're going to draw our square, or our base, whatever you want to call it. We can make this base any color you want, just for, fun. I'm going to remove my stroke just because for this purpose, I don't need it. So we're going to line this up as best as possible. Make sure all your letters are touching this. Hold down Shift and select your thing. We're going to make sure, yep, they're touching. Okay. We're going to go to Path and we're going to go to Union. So now if you noticed, our bar that was colored is now black matching this. Because if we remove the fill and we set a stroke of black and no fill, you now have a Bigfoot pattern. So hopefully this helps somebody. You can tweak this. There's many different settings you can play with. This is just the bare bones of how to use this feature. I honestly would kind of start out small and then scale it so it has a little bit more of an archway. I'd definitely get rid of this gap and move them a little closer together. But you get the idea. I'm not going to waste your time. So hopefully this helps somebody out, and hopefully this helps the person out that made the post. Alrighty, enjoy. If you have any questions, leave them below.